All right, we're out here on this beautiful fall afternoon to have a look at my 1998 Honda Civic EX Coupe. EX trim is really nice. It was the highest trim level back at that time. It's got some really nice features. We're going to go over them now. This car is painted in Cypress Green Pearl, which is beautiful in the sunlight. Can't really see the pearlescence of it, if that's even a word. Just put on some stock OEM wheel covers, brand new. The car's got 220,000 miles on it. I'm going to hit 220 about in the next week or so. I got some fog lights put in, geez, I don't remember how many years ago now. I am the original owner of this car, and it's been extremely good to me. It's been extremely reliable. I've had it serviced numerous times. As you can see, there's no rust anywhere. Very little body damage on this car. Basically just some minor paint dings. I don't even know if you could see them. Minor scratches. Little exhaust tip there, just because I hate the original. Just lame. This is the only body damage on the car. And you can't even really see the depression right there. That's from hitting a deer back in 2007, January of 07. This car has taken I don't know how many road trips. Alright, so we are going to start this car up and get an idea for... This is the original. There was a key fob that came with the key. It stopped working about 10 years ago. They couldn't replace it because they said that the radio has the transmitter unit for the key fob, and to fix it I would have had to replace the radio, which I'm not interested in doing. Alright. Key is fine. Good old-fashioned key, no push-button start. Alright, and there's your original mileage. About to hit 220. No problems, no muss, no fuss. Very smooth. I'm going to check out the engine here in a second. I just want to go over some of the features. This is a pretty much stock car. I didn't make any modifications to it in the entire time I've owned it. The only things that I've changed is I added the mud flaps and I added the fog lights. They put a little switch there for that. This is for my remote, the remote for my road camera. It's a drift camera. You know, just to video all the idiots that try to hit me. It's got a few different storage spots, not too different from what you see on modern cars. This here holds my mace, in case a motherfucker wants to come to the window with an attitude. Got that covered. I also have other items that I use to deal with those situations. Here's the sunroof controls. One touch open. That opens the sunroof and the visor at the same time. You can also have the second position where the rear tilts, the tilt function. That works fine too. This light here, fine, original bulbs. The vanity mirrors don't have lights in them. Who the hell owns that? I ain't a lady. It's my radar detector. Compass. It's got power locks, power windows, one touch auto down. It doesn't have one touch auto up, but that's fine. I'll take power windows over no power windows any day. Got a little more storage here in the armrest. Usually it's just for CDs. Here's your park and brake. Here's your 4 on the floor tranny. That's the original transmission. It still shifts very smoothly, which you're going to see here in a little bit. Here's additional storage for your cup holder. This is a very interesting arrangement they got here. It's just kind of spring-loaded open that up. Here is your original stereo, car stereo, with the slaved tape deck. Now some configurations had the CD player down there, but we don't have that. We have it in the trunk. It's a 6 CD changer in the trunk. So the way this works, it's a little bit of a hassle, but hey, it's a CD player. You just pop that in, spits it out at you. You put your CDs in these little trays that fit in there. Pop that in. Close your door. Had to cut a hole in the fabric there about 7 or 8 years ago when I had an extremely stinky trash bag that was cleaning out a refrigerator, but it leaked onto the fabric, and the only way to really get rid of the smell was to cut it out. So that was my fault. Got the donut spare tire. I'm glad to have a nice actual spare tire instead of all this crap they give you now. They don't even give you a spare tire. It's ridiculous. So, those of you may remember, who are old enough, may remember one of these puppies. This kitty's is a cassette, and it works thusly. All right, just pop that baby in there. Just push it in. Slides in nice and easy. Hello, and thank you for listening to the Honda Stereo Cassette Deck. Cassettes were once an ubiquitous and cherished way of enjoying music and audiobooks. Then along came digital music with its bit rates and compressed dynamic range and downloaded albums with no damn lyrics or liner notes. Why bother when the point of music now is to be consumed, relegated to the status of a poorly chosen ringtone pissing people off on the fucking bus? Whoa, let's cut him off. He's got some problems, folks. Soft eject, as you can see, nice soft eject. The transmission's got the load gear selection there, which is, I don't need a manual. Not if you drive in the Northeast United States. It's too damn frustrating, and I would end up on the news for killing somebody, so I don't need that. So the only thing I really change in the car is this used to be down here a 12-volt power outlet. I had them actually install a cigarette tray and lighter unit, and that was the arrangement for that. And I quit smoking about 5 years ago now, so really it just gets used for change or whatever. But that was I had to pay $300 or something like that just to get an ashtray installed. It was ridiculous. So this is pretty much the arrangement and configuration here. Now this little hole here, this cubby, is perfect for my dumb phone. It's perfect. I don't need a smartphone. This dash arrangement, I believe, represents the pinnacle of analog or steam gauge instrumentation with plenty of buttons. There's no screens, there's no computers. There are computer chips involved in, the engine regulation, obviously, but I mean, it's not that old of a car. But it's very straightforward, and the car allows you to be a driver and not get caught up in the distractions of having too much infotainment. I hate that. So, as far as the car itself, we've been through 4 sets of tires. It's on its 3rd timing belt and water pump. It's on its 2nd set of front and rear brakes. On a 3rd battery. It's had about, I think the last time I counted, 7 sets of spark plugs. It's on its 2nd radiator. It's 2nd exhaust. Some weird things that I've had to actually start replacing now that the car is getting so old. I've had to replace the tach about a month ago. Tach just died on me, and I got a used one off eBay and popped that in. The A pipe, the exhaust pipe, just rotted off, and that was about an $1,100 fix at the Honda dealership. That was a huge pain in the you-know-what. We had to replace a bushing in the back. I didn't even know what a bushing was. on, I think, both sides or one side. I don't remember which side it was on. All right, so with that all being said, we're going to get to the driving of this wonderful car, this wonderful automobile that I love so much. All right, this is the original engine. Sounds good because I took care of this car all these years. Every time it was due for a service, it got that service. I didn't skip anything. And that's why, that in combination with the fact that it's a Civic, is why it never stranded me anywhere. That and so a little bit of luck. Yeah, this engine is awesome. Only 127 horsepower, and I am getting still over 40 miles a gallon on my commute.